Hi guys, welcome to Ladies Night. We are logging in and it may just be a few of us because it's stuff happening, y'all, right now in the world. And so we gotta figure out what we got on the docket and what is gonna happen. Or we just gonna be talking about some random ass shit. But the funny thing is that my computer was up and inside of the chat. And then I stepped on the plug. And so that caused everything to restart. So I'm not even in the chat yet, but I think we are live. We got to see if that's working because I don't know why it's filming like that. And it'd be a weird thing when it starts to do that. So I'm not even sure if it's broadcasting properly because it's definitely not looking the way it normally needs to look. So we'll see what's happening, but either way, once I get to the other side of things, we'll figure it out. I did send a couple of videos, so I don't know if we're going to be doing those, but there was a really good one that came across. It was like an ad, but something pretty cool, a little twist on if I only had a brain or if we only had a brain, but we'll see what happens because as of now, I just got locked out and shut down out of the system, so we'll figure out what is happening. Because y'all know shit be happening around here. Everything could be on go, and then it's on a no. So take it how it resonates. Either way, we gonna figure it the fuck out. So let me see if I can get back into the system. Because as y'all know, it's important for us to get there. Okay? And we was just listening to, so if you have just tuned in on YouTube, Twitch was up. We were listening to Kristen Avian CDs and just basically vibing, getting ready for ladies' night for whatever was going to take place. I was actually on the phone with people. I don't know if they want me to say or not, but some of the people that normally would be here, they'll probably be in the chat, but maybe not on live. Either way, they're here in spirit, and as long as we chat and we just chatting. So there's that. And I'm trying to get everything back up just to see. Hey, beautiful Aaron, I love you. Aaron, how's the weather over there? Because it's been very stormy here, and it's been a weird thing, like with too much rain and everything else. So it's kind of affecting the garden a little bit, but it still looks beautiful. But for the most part, I feel like the plant babies are totally receiving too much rain. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the end, or if I need to do something, but I might have to because, man. And I feel like it is that weather thing, the what is it, cloud seeding and things of that nature. As y'all saw, we seen them do that before, but I didn't think they were allowed to do that here. I'm not even sure if that's what's happening. All I know is it's raining a lot. And the other day I seen a nigga doing a rain dance out at the bus stop, like literally full blown, no shirt on, like dancing in the rain, like he was having the best time ever. And although he came off as crazy, I felt like he was totally having the best time ever. So there was that as well. All right, so I'm logged back into the system and we'll see what happens. As of now, I'm the only person in here, but we'll continue to keep talking about whatever it is that we got going on. And I didn't turn the other light on, so maybe that needs to happen as well. I don't know what everybody is doing tonight, but I feel like it's been very peaceful. It's been a really, really good day, and some good stuff has been happening. So, again, I don't have really too many complaints as to anything that's going on right now. It could also feel like the calm before the storm because For some reason, I keep feeling like it's going to be a bad storm, but I don't want to speak that into reality, except for the fact that I keep seeing that it's raining like a lot. And I feel like also my solar lights are not getting the amount of light that they should, but then that also makes me what's wrong with the sun. So, you know, lots of stuff that could happen or is happening, but could really not be happening, but probably is happening. Okay. And I can let me see where if I can see what you were saying over there because I need to. I don't know if you said okay. So hey DJ, hey, um, let me see. Hold on, where did it go? Okay, there we go. Hey Michaela, hey period. Okay, so now we got everybody. Okay, now hold on. I'm weighing something else. I'm in somebody else's business. Let me see. Let me go back to my own business. Period. Hey y'all though, where we at? Let me get out of here so I could be saying some hey to somebody. Either way, all right, there we are. Either way. All right, Aaron said we had rain last night, but the sun is out in all her glory, and it's like glitching. Is the internet glitching over there too? Um, Aaron said that rain is out in all her glory today. It has been a calm morning here, which just doesn't always happen with my son here. Tommy been being good, so that's good. But the thing is it has he been able to go outside and play? Like, cause the ground been like totally wet here. It's mushrooms and some other shit popping up out of nowhere, which I think they said that's a sign of too much moisture or something in the ground. So I don't know if that's really a thing, but I have been seeing a lot of mushrooms, which means if that's the case. Matter of fact, you know what? Why I've never looked up the spiritual connection of freaking mushrooms. I don't know why, but I should have by now, huh? Maybe that's a thing because it always makes me feel like it's the Smurfs. So take it how it resonates. All right, so it says they often associated with spiritual growth, enlightenment, and rebirth. Well, how come I never looked it up? Either way, because I've been seeing a lot of them lately, and I've been at the mellow mushroom a lot lately too. Because I don't know why that's a thing, but I need to get the mushrooms out of my system. They just keep showing up all over the place. And again, it could just be, hey, who's over there? Oh, hey, Keita, I love you. Keita's over there. All right, so Aaron. Oh, okay, I see you, Keita. Hey, beautiful. All right, because I don't know why I wasn't looking at Twitch either. Girl, why I literally had everything set up from when I was talking to you and then stepped on the plug and shut all the power down and then had to reboot everything all over again. So that happened, but don't judge me. And as y'all know, or it's been a thing about mushrooms lately. So I don't know what's happening with that, but I was saying that it has to be a lot of moisture in the air is one of the things, or in the ground. But I've been at Mellow Mushroom. That's what it. But I think it has something to do with the meat though, because it seems like mushrooms are a good substitute for the meat. And maybe it might just be the time to get rid of the meat because remember we've been talking about how much it kind of smells. And the other day I had something and it didn't smell good. So maybe that might be the other thing or but either way I still could eat seafood and you know there's that. So pescatarian is definitely on the table. But the meat thing might be a no-go because I don't know what's happening with that. Crazy. I'm on mushroom. That's what I'm saying. And we keep being in the same energy, Kisa. So you already know it's a thing. And so at this point, I'm just trying to figure out what's the next step because the mushrooms been in my system like heavy lately. So it seems like I don't know if that's like a. She said I eat portobello mushrooms for lunch or for dinner. Girl, I had that on pizza, like several different types of pizzas, but they all had to have mushrooms on it. And so me and pizza is a thing right now again, but it's being made in all different types of ways. And today I had one that had I was researching ghost pipe mushrooms the other day. See what I'm saying? Why are we all in the same energy doing the same exact thing? So something is happening with the mushrooms. But who is doing that? So who started it? You see what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden I'm seeing it just pop up out of everywhere. And what is happening? So what was good about them, Aaron? Ghost pipe mushrooms. I'm gonna have to look that up. So okay, so let's go and let's talk about. It says mushrooms are often associated with spiritual growth, enlightenment, and rebirth. The mushroom's life cycle and its ability to emerge from darkness and decay represents the cyclical nature of life, death, and transformation. Right? Okay. So even with that, the spiritual version, and I'm talking about, you know, how on the Tarot channel we're always talking about group ascension. So that means that apparently the shit is working, okay? Because spiritual growth, enlightenment, and rebirth. So I damn sure there's a lot of changes happening, yo, like a lot of different stuff. And I know if we still on the same page with just something as simple as mushrooms, because again, Keita, I told them about the deep freezers, defrosting. And to me, that had to be the weirdest thing because, you know, I thought it was just a fluke that happened up until Keisha said the same thing happened to her. Then it's been a thing about us eating the same foods. Like literally, we all been doing the same exact thing. Then the little freaky thing that happened with the attitude, see what I'm saying? The attitude thing that happened between me and her. Well, not me between me and her, but shit, we was good. But the energy. And so it's just making me wonder, like on a bigger scale, how many more people are doing this that we don't know or that are connected to us that don't say anything? Why are we all doing that? And how can we make it like, because in the process of everything, it's like still having to be able to control the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, along with learning the new shit. Because how are we sending them signals? Because it clearly has to be a signal. Aaron said they sound amazing as a great pain relief. So, where do you find them at? Is that like you can go foraging and shit for stuff like that? It's just like the day. Well, it could be all the things because if you're doing it, they're doing it too. And it's weird, but it's like the words are literally the exact example of the thing that's happening. But I'm wondering why that's happening. Keisha said I got kicked out. My internet is crazy. Girl, it's been so many things that has been happening today, right? And literally right behind the shit happening. Oh, because I didn't get to tell you like the other shit that was going down. All right, so one thing happened, and then right behind that, it was almost like the universe cleared it out. Like I gotta explain it to explain it to you, but it looks like I need to order from the US. Oh, from the for the mushrooms. Well, let me see. Mushrooms are considered a sign of good luck, just so y'all know. Increase energy and endurance. So they're saying the best way to do it is something, a method called stacking. I don't know if that means like using different mushrooms. Then it says there's something called a mushroom totem. Since I've been eating mushrooms and less meat, my joints feel good. Oh, okay. So that's it. Well, that's actually good. So why is my phone acting weird? Well, either way, all the glitches and everything that's been happening with the phones, but I have also noticed the clearing out of the energy because, like I was going to tell you a minute ago, something happened earlier, and it almost made me a little bit upset. But then I was like, you know what? And plus, I was having a good conversation. An alternative to opioids. Opiates. Okay, well, I mean, so much to learn. All right, I definitely like it because I mean it's more medicinal shit, and I don't know why I can't talk. Like it's like throat chakra shit happening with me right now. So maybe somebody might be like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." But guess what? I'll be talking again. Just drink some tea and I'll be right on it. I might need to get some mushroom tea. See what I'm saying? Either way, I feel like it's all just telling us something, leading us down to another story. But anyway, the thing is, who did it? And why are we here? Because it keeps being a thing. And that's the part that I need to figure out. Or I want to figure out at least. And if we can do that, it would be great. All right, let me see what else I could say. Let me see. What is the significance of mushrooms? Support and a healthy immune system. Mushrooms contain macronutrients that support a healthy immune system. According to the Mushroom Council, your immune system will benefit from mushrooms whose nutrients include, well, selenium, which helps your body make antioxidants, enzymes to prevent cell damage. Well, apparently, but why are we all here at this? They are associated with witches and fairy tales, bring enlightenment to shamans and hippies, and are in autumn. Hello, Miss Avian.
Hey,
How's your day going?
it's going. What about you?
Well, at this moment, we're having a conversation about the mushrooms because I was trying to figure out. Now, Erin is saying she's been researching the mushrooms, but the mushrooms have been popping up all over the place.
Right.
What is the significance of the mushrooms?
I don't know. I guess we all gone on a trip. Huh?
I mean, pack light.
We pack a light, period.
I mean, but what's happening with that? Because Keith is saying she's eating that too.
Not Keith, we the corrupted Keith, the Lord.
I mean, everybody is like still doing the same thing, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, what is happening?
It's a collective attention. You already said that. If I'm doing it, we all doing it.
And that is a collective ascension, right?
It is.
But how? Like, wouldn't it be great if we could figure out how it's being sent? Because it's almost the same as okay, we're picking up the same food habits and traits, also some of the same behaviors. Because again, we just witnessed something that happened. How is that being sent though?
It's the frequency though.
It is the frequency, but we're doing it without talking. Like we're doing it without talking. Literally doing the, because you know yourself, some of the things that are happening, we're not communicating until after the event has taken place.
Right.
So that would mean that telepathically we're picking it up, but are we? How can we be more aware of when it's being sent, and two, when it's being received?
Mm.
Because remember, I needed to call my brother to tell him the exact same thing, and somehow we missed phone calls because I called him, he didn't answer, but then he called me back. I was doing something else, and then it was like a whole thing, a whole turn of events that was even playing out today. So it was kind of like a whole hit and miss, but I was supposed to tell him the exact same thing because we all kind of been in the same exact energy. And if one thing happened because Keith's event happened the day after, but clearly she picked it up, but I hadn't talked to her.
Right.
So it's just a thing that, we ended up laughing about it in the end. But you heard her describe something the same way I described it, and Aaron said I haven't told anybody yet. But we were all talking about the mushrooms, and I told y'all it's always the thing that the little things that get left out that kind of could contribute to us solving the puzzle.
Right.
Because it's almost like everybody's being given their own pieces.
Right. And we're all like, this weird thing happened, but if you're not saying it to somebody, you may never know that they've experienced the same thing and probably around the same time.
Yes. And Keisha saying she ate portobellos for dinner tonight. I mean,
we've been on mushrooms heavy on pizza, on everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting at. I ate that today. I mean, right. I think those were portobello mushrooms anyway, but the fact of the matter is we ate them. The mushrooms has been mushrooming, and I've been going past places and seeing nothing but the mushrooms. So it's being sent. Who's sending it? But it does seem like it's healthy. It does seem like it has a lot of benefits. Aaron said, "I'm going to crave that now, pizza." See what I'm saying? But even without us just talking about it, she still had looked up mushrooms herself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're having a conversation now, but Aaron said she did that. I said portobello and pizza. She said not portable. No, I said portobello, ma'am. Look, I'll be messing up some words though, but I ain't say that. Period. So, it's just funny to see how it's happening though, because collectively, as we're growing, and more and more people are starting to not be so scared to say stuff.
Right.
Then you're starting to see like, oh shit, this is really a thing. So I don't know. In my mind, I feel like it's kind of an amazing thing to see, but I'm wondering, how much more is connected to that. Because
right.
The day that the pizza thing happened, that turned out to be a lot of freaking people, because we ended up getting a lot of comments about that.
I was just about to say, it started with the pizza, then you did the color thing. It's just been a few things that let us know everybody is kind of on the same reason.
Well, that's good. So what do we need to do next? And then how many more people is actually really connected? Like, because people are coming out of the woodwork every day saying, oh yeah, this was happening. Or this is how it happened.
Right.
But why are people still, well, I guess I know why people are still like, a little bit hesitant, because some of this shit seems unreal. I mean, literally, for yourself. I mean, you have experiences of your own. Everybody has experiences of their own. And then it's like, until you hear it from somebody else, then you're like, oh shit, I'm not by myself.
Right.
Because there's a lot of similar experiences that keep getting told. And it's a weird thing too, because remember, it started also with the birthdays out of nowhere, which I get it because it was a Pisces channel, so I understand that it would be like a thing with, you would get the same birth dates rattled together. But when it started to be a lot of same birthdays, and it's like coming out of nowhere that this story is the same as this birthday, and kind of like I got to put some faces to the names, and it was even similarities in the way that people look or their actions. So that was another thing. But either way, I guess we're living in a magical time, and we have to figure out what's really true and what's just a figment or made up delusional part of life. Right. Because as we start to learn ourselves, and even past that, it keeps being a thing where the more you know, the more you grow, and the more you grow, the more you learn about even yourself. And at any age, at any part of the timeline, you start to really understand that you still don't even know shit even about your own self.
Right. And we're ever evolving. So it's just one of those things to be mindful of what's your energy and what's somebody else's energy. Because clearly we see um, something that one of us does can affect the whole.
Definitely. Because projecting is a damn thing.
Right.
Mind you, it was projecting on a whole nother level because that I damn sure projected that in all the wrong ways. But I, again, don't know how it happened. Keita said facts.
We know.
Keisha said she damn sure know. Keisha said she was giving it to everybody, including the kids. Even the kids got parts. She said, plus we are forever changing. We are forever changing, and that is a fact. And as of now, we are forever changing in a very mystical way. So, it can be, I don't know if anything can be scientifically proven because, again, the more you know, the more you feel like they just been, giving us whatever they think we'll buy.
Right.
So there's that. And I ain't judging because at the end of the day, you don't know why, what was done, and this, that, or the third. All I know is at this point, it's like the lies are piling on top of the lies, and it's just turning out to be a whole lot of misinformation that, I mean, you just got to fill it out for yourself because that's all you can do.
I mean, that's kind of the beauty in it too, because a lot of this stuff nobody can tell you like how it works. You just have to figure it out, and the knowing comes from you actually going through it. Because I could hear you tell a story, but for me to experience like the energy on this level, it was no way that I would understand it without going through it myself.
Period. Because it'd be different. Like, and people be explaining stuff, but once you felt it, it's like what they said, it's not true. It might have been that way for them, but for me, it was this. And I felt it for myself. But, people might not believe you. Only you gonna have that story to tell. But I experienced it myself, so I know what it means.
Right.
So that's a different side of the tracks. And with everything, there is no going back. After you know that, guess what? Now,
Period.
do you feel like because you're driving and it's giving me the vibe, right? Now, do you feel like it's a feeling that you would want to chase, or do you know that the feeling should just come to you but it makes you want to come to it?
I don't know if I would chase it, but definitely it's a welcome energy.
Because you shouldn't have to. It's
I
kind of
welcome
like
the
a
magic.
pull on itself.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Where did they get that shit from?
Right. Because I like beautiful surprises. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to look for it. I just like to be surprised when the magic happens.
But did you ever think it could happen? Just like it happened.
No, probably not.
I mean, that's why they keep saying think bigger. Because you have to think bigger. Because what you thought would happen, what has been normal, ain't the normal thing anymore. Some shit is different.
Right. But then I also know that thoughts become things, and we keep talking about ascension and all of that, and it's not really your choice in the way that it comes through. So just be mindful of that too.
Well, my thought process is people been talking about it for a long time. But have you ever thought to experience it? That's different. Because again, I keep saying people keep talking about shit they ain't never experienced. So somebody can write it in a book and say it feels like this.
Right.
But until you know, you don't know.
Right quick.
Okay, you good. Thank you for coming.
All right.
Okay, so y'all, that was Miss Avian, and I love the fact that of what we was just talking about, because it is a different type of energy. When it is, I don't know really what I want to call it, because it is different than what most people normally expect, like relationships of, you know, the connections or the linking up or any of that. But when it's done on an energetic level to where it's just the energy just did a thing, because it could be you not even talking to the person, but the minute you step in the room or the minute you get in the environment, the energy starts to talk. And y'all, the shit is fucking real, because I don't have to say anything to you. The energy initially does what it's doing. And so it was kind of like I was writing a poem the other day, and I was making note of that exact feeling. Like, we ain't said a thing, but our energy did a thing when none of the words have been spoken, period. And Keisha said it's a magnetic pull. It is. But it's like, hey, Larisha, period. I know that's the fuck right. I'm glad to see you. She said, happy Friday, period. Look, and I know your voice, so I know how you said it. And period. And that's what it is. So they have this thing when they talk about chasing and running. But when you have the experience, it just does a pull towards the energy, because it's almost like you don't want to be without it. So I don't know where they got that chaser and a runner thing, because it's just going to pull you to it. It's weird, but it happens. So it's like a different experience. Mm-mm-mm. Period. I know that's not right, Larissa. I'm glad you're here. So that was good energy coming in. And we was explaining, Larisha, how the energy and the connection. So I don't know how long you've been watching, but it's a different type of thing. And a group ascension, it just seems like it just makes sense, especially when people can keep people accountable, because you do realize, as she was saying earlier, um, people have to be accountable of their energy and their own energy, because of the fact that there's so many people that are involved in it. Because again, I was saying I wasn't upset, but meanwhile the energy just was like a truth energy, and it was kind of doing a mean girl thing, but it was almost feeling like it just had to be done that way, like it was like a tough love energy. But meanwhile, back at band camp, it was uncontrollable. And period, I know that's right. Yeah, it's Larisha. She says, that's Larisha I know. Yes, ma'am. That's Keita. She said, hey, boo, I miss you, and period. I know that's right. Larisha said, hello, my beautiful souls, and period. So, Larisha, everything all's well and great. And we was talking about the group ascension, because everybody learning, growing, and we've been doing a thing. And it's kind of weird that we're all doing the same exact shit, but it's giving confirmations on certain things. But I was just saying it would be a whole lot better if we knew how to, send it intentionally, because if it's telepathic, the way that it's going, it needs to be figured out. Because clearly somebody's sending a signal, we're all getting it. We don't know which person it starts in from the beginning. We just realized that one thing started with me yesterday, which trickled on down, or ended up being the same exact feeling for Keita. And so as of now, and Keita knows how it happened, but it wasn't a thing that was basically being given, but we was just trying to figure out how many, how I didn't mean to do that. I would have been more mindful if I realized it was happening, but it was kind of like as I was processing what was happening around me, it was kind of growing all on its own. And so, mind you, it wasn't until after the live that I realized, but the live, whatever happened, had transpired within an hour of the live taking place because I laid there for an hour. So it took an hour to create whatever energy that was for it to be sent. And like I said, it wasn't until after I realized it happened with Keita that, ooh, I fucked up. My bad, players fuck up, but I don't even know, like I said, it was a thing. But mind you, it keeps happening. It's been happening a lot lately because there was an incident with some deep freezers and some other shit that didn't make sense either, but it just happened. Excuse me. And today has just been a magical ass day all the way around because it's been some weird energy, but it's been good energy. Yeah. You had the deep freezer incident. The which incident, Larisha, did you have? And then we've been eating the same fucking food. Like literally, I don't know who is sending the first part of the meal, but the first one was my brother who sent that. But it's been a thing. So apparently it was, and then it was a thing with the holidays and the time being off too, Larisha. So that's been happening as well. So I don't know if you've been experiencing any of that. You know what? I should have put the link to this because it. All right, let me see if I can put the link to this inside of the chat because y'all can still come over here and talk to me because at the end of the day, I'm still in here. Let me see what I can do for y'all. Kisa said yes, clean it and cleanse it today. I told you that was part of the mirrors and shit that I had to do. Make sure that the mirrors and the windows was clean. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I told you we missed each other because I called him last night because I was going to tell him something, but we was missing each other, so I didn't get a chance to talk to him. And then today it's just been thing after thing after thing. So, because I swear it's been one thing happen and then the universe straightened it right the fuck out. It was the weirdest day, but it was a good day. That is the other thing because at first I was going to start complaining, but then I got told to watch my attitude and my thoughts. And so I watched my attitude and my thoughts and spoke good things. And then good things started to happen. So we got like 20 minutes left on ladies' night. And so I just sent the link to the ladies' night where I'm at. So if anybody wants to come in and communicate, you can. If not, we still talking. So there's that. And we just gonna move it along. So if anybody want to tell their story, they can. Larisha, I miss you too, honey, because we've been trying to figure out where you was, but everybody needs breaks and times. So I'm just glad to see you back. That's a part of the journey. Knowing that, guess what? Your family gonna be here regardless. No matter what happens, we still got your back. We ain't gonna play with you, and we ain't gonna let nobody else play with you either. We may have little tits and that in the third, but period. It is what it is. So shit's all good. All the energy's being cleared out because that's another thing that I was talking about just a minute ago. Stuff was happening today, but as fast as it was happening, the universe was like, hell no, kick that out. And it was kind of like making me wonder, like, what the hell is actually happening right now? Because, hey, baby, and period.
Hey, I'm in here.
I know that's right.
And it's thundering.
It's still thundering?
Yeah, it's still thundering, and it's no power still.
Well, damn. Well, honey, we only got a couple minutes, so thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on in. And
Yeah. Hey, Aaron.
period. Hey, Aaron. So you know about the energy that was sent, and you know how I responded to you when you called in, because I was cracking up because how you was explaining it was exactly the way it was happening.
Yeah, it was just crazy. We just been so much energy together. Like it's like I said, it's a magnetic pull. Like you can't even control it. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're going through, and I don't have the time to know what's going on over there because it seems like you and I not really we talking, but we not talking at the same time. So it's like you'll be going through something, and it's like I'll get that feeling here, and here I go over here doing crazy stuff or or doing different things. Like tonight, I had like chicken in my refrigerator, and I had mushrooms. I was like, I'm gonna eat these mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms I had today because I seen it on what is that Instagram? Somebody had cooked some on Instagram. And I was like, I tried. I've been, lately I have been stuffing mushrooms lately with crab cakes. I mean, with the crab meat. But today I just had sauteed the mushroom and ate it just like that. It was so good.
Oh yeah, because you have been doing that for a while. Because you went to the restaurant with Tamisha and had mushrooms too.
And I on a mushroom cake, like it's just a mushroom. Like I've been on mushrooms like crazy.
And that's funny because then now all of a sudden it's like a lot. And you was doing that mushroom coffee.
I still have my mushroom coffee and I'm still using that.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, and my joints feel better because I haven't been able to stomach meat like I want. Like I have no reason because I'm not vegetarian or anything. So you know me, I'll always be bragging like I ain't stopping. I'm not gonna stop eating meat. It's what I do. But lately, I have not had a choice but to stop because I've been getting sick from it.
Yeah, what is wrong with the meat?
I've been getting nauseated from it, getting diarrhea from it, and I don't understand why. So now my body is making me stop. It's not even like I've been trying to stop. So now it's like just stop trying because I keep trying to eat it. And I'm like, well, why do I keep going against what my body is trying to make me do? So just stop. So I was like, I've been still eating fish and shrimp and crabs and mushrooms. I've been eating in place of, and it's crazy because I was able to eat beef, but I don't even really want that either. Because I've never really been a beef eater. But the chicken is like, it's a no. Chicken's been my thing. So
chicken has been smelling rancid lately.
I haven't had the smell. You said you could smell it. I'm not smelling it. I'm feeling the after effects. Like if you eat something that's not good for you, you get the after effect. And it's crazy because I have a very keen sense of smell. I can smell anything that's not good for me. But I haven't been smelling it lately. Like my nose has been blocked from smelling anything bad, but I'm putting it in my body and it's doing the thing like stop.
Yeah. I was trying to eat some chicken the other day, and I swear, in the second bite, my body was like, "Don't eat that." Like I put it away and just, but it was also I told you it was with some shrimp too. I had got shrimp and some chicken from this place, and in my mind I was thinking, why did I even take that? Because even when I was leaving, it didn't look like something I was going to want to eat. And then after I smelled it, it was definitely a no. But lately, it's just been the smell of certain foods is just fucking disgusting. And so I don't know what that is, but I feel like the meat is old. Like they getting some discounted shit somewhere, and they like, fuck it, we gonna cook this, but the line be wrapped around the building. How is the line wrapped around the building? Like
not old meat. They over there trying to do. They in there doing science projects on this damn meat. I don't know what they in there doing, but it ain't the same.
It's not the same. And that's
Not.
funny because I was trying to drink like, you know, those little huggy drinks that you used to like as a kid. Why does that shit taste different?
Tastes like metal.
Yes, like it. Did it taste like that always?
No. Mm-mm. It tastes like medicine now. It's disgusting. I had one when the kids had one. I was like, why do they taste like this?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, did they change the ingredients or something? Because I know I used to be fucking these up as a kid, but that shit tastes like all the wrong things.
Yeah. And the kids still like them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Did they taste like that when we was a kid? And we just didn't know no damn better? Like
I don't remember them tasting like that.
Me either. But you know your taste buds, it change your palate changes.
Yeah, but everybody's palate change.
Girl, my son told me my palate sucks right now because I gave him some pizza from the melon mushroom the other day. Girl, he said that shit was disgusting, but it was delicious. Pizza, I am not lying. That shit was delicious.
That's the same. My daughter's the same way. They are used to this genetically modified food they eat. We're not used.
That should be like a organic place, ain't it? Anyway, so that might be the other reason why I like it there.
That's what I'm saying. You used to the natural simplicities of food. They used to this genetically modified food.
Yeah, I don't like that because it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. And Larisha said because it's different, and she said like lead. I think she means like the
that's what I said. Everything has a metallic taste to it.
Yeah, but they damn sure ain't what they used to be. It's almost like some of the stuff that you would eat when you was a kid now is very much not on the list of things you really want to eat anymore.
I know one day if this air will come back on this hot
How long has the AC been out?
The power been out probably about 40 minutes now, hour.
Well, that's what we was talking about the storms too, because it's been raining a lot here, but you said it wasn't raining that much up there.
It wasn't, but tonight came through like a thorn hurricane, wind blowing, lights flickering.
No, because I was going to ask you about the difference in the weather right now. Like, do you think there's a huge difference in the weather as to oppose what it used to be? Because here it rains, but this rain has been way fucking too much.
Girl, this rain out there now, it's been raining like crazy today. And well, tonight it was clear, sunny all day, and then the rain came in out of nowhere. And when I tell you, it's been raining heavy. It's pouring. It's been pouring for hours.
Well, imagine days.
No, I ain't been raining days.
No, that's what I'm saying. Imagine that for days.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that's what's been happening.
Yeah, that's crazy. And if they can't even probably come out here and fix this power until it stops raining.
Love you more, Larisha.
It's pouring down.
Yeah, that's how it's been here. But it's like it'll pour down, then it'll stop. Then it'll pour, but it's been doing it for days. And some days it just rain all day long, but other days it's just doing a thing. Aaron said the weather has been crazy all over the place. Yes, I'm telling you, something ain't right.
And I'm mad right now because the way it's pouring, they can't fix this electric. They can't go out there on the poles while it's coming down like this.
That is crazy. Well, the signs and shit on the highway out here was messed up. So I don't know what was happening that day, but I was like, it had to be worse than what I thought. It just came in like it was black. You saw the difference between like the light clouds on one side and then the way the black clouds just came in. That shit was crazy. Love you more. Yeah, like that shit has been crazy. The weather, like, I don't know what they doing with that, and I don't want, say nothing, but I want to say something. I feel like they messing with it. I feel like they tampering with it.
Well, Ty, what day? I left for work on Tuesday. When I was leaving home, it was sunny, bright and sunny, and pouring down raining. And I went outside. I said, "It's raining." My daughter said, "No, it's not." I said, "Yes, it's pouring down raining." And this was just Tuesday. So I'm saying, and then when I say it was sunny, it was sunny. And so when I got to the end of my street, it never rained. So as my daughter said, I called back and said, "Is this the power just went off over there too?" I said,
I asked her. I said, "Is it still?" Oh, there's came right back on her. I asked her, "Was it still pouring?" I said, "Is it still raining at the house?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "It's not even raining up here," and I was just like at the end of my street.
How far is that?
Probably I don't know, like a quarter mile.
Now that's crazy. But you know it be doing that in certain places. And then earlier today it looked like it had like a yellow orangish hue outside. So I don't know if that was like pollen in the air or whatever, but it was kind of like I don't know, it was a weird like color earlier. But then it's been real still. Like even last night, it was real still, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go in the house and mind my own business because it was one of them feelings like you just go mind your own business. You know what I'm saying? It was given one of them times. Was you outside last night?
Me?
No, me either, girl. I was like, it was a huge no. We have a pinkish. She said, Aaron said they got pinkish clouds, and she said this year it has stepped up the rain. So I don't know what's happening in the environment, period. But just even the way it looked outside was kind of a little bit weird too. And then all of a sudden it was like people was just all over the place. So that's another thing. Like I guess everybody getting off work at the same time or whatever. It was just people all over the place, and the traffic was bad. But it's just been little things happening all day long that was like, why did that happen? And then right behind that, the universe does a thing, and you can tell that was the universe that did it. You see what I'm saying? It's been that type of shit all day long. So whatever's happening, shit is just, and like you were saying, we've all been saying the time is really the fuck off. Aaron said, I've never seen it like this before. Aaron, me either, because something is clearly happening, and people should be able to see that. But for some reason, it's almost like some people it don't register or something. So I don't know what that is, but maybe I don't know. You know that thing when you done been on the earth too long? Yes, it's almost 100. You done seen a lot, okay? Period. I mean, because you got to think, we was here when there was no like real compute. Like we had computers in school, but just think that how you had to go to a computer lab. You know what I'm saying?
The computers till high school, the end of school, and they was just coming in, and we didn't have internet. We had Mac DOS.
Well, we had that broadband shit that you plug in and.
Nuh-uh, not in school time.
Well, when did we get that? Yeah, because Dover High had a computer lab.
They had Mac DOS. You didn't go on the internet.
Oh, well, I can't remember.
Yeah, they didn't have internet until you got out of high school.
Well, I don't know. All I know is I knew there was no internet. There was no internet, and then there was internet. You see what I'm saying?
I don't remember the internet in high school. I remember going on the computers in high school, and you would just go to the Mac DOS, and you would be able to get and type things in, but you wasn't able to connect to. Not even we didn't even have dial-up in high school.
Well, I don't know, but for some reason I remember something different.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember getting the internet probably in the. I guess it was the like the later part of the 90s. Like 95, 96. We was already out of school then.
Larisha said yes, difference, and then she said yes. I got pink simulator red. Well, honey, I don't know why, but I feel like I got a little bit of a different memory for that one. But either way, my point was, it wasn't an internet, and then there was. So we grew up in a time when there was no internet, and then there was. Like there was no cell phones, but then there was. You had that big old dumb cell phone, but who the fuck had that? Because that was a lot of money. That satellite phone, you know what I mean? When niggas had that, nigga, you got money. Like you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck got that? 7-Eleven up, level up. So now we are in a time when there's a whole lot of cell phones. But just imagine, our kids can't say the same thing. When they grew up, it was cell phones. Right, so we are like fucking what's the word, dinosaurs or something right now.
Right. That part.
Shit. The point of it is it wasn't, and then it
You
was.
imagine, right?
Yeah. So like right now, shit, we antiques or something.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Larisha said we didn't have no internet. Shit.
I know. Either Larisha.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't listen. I can't. I remember my beeper. I remember I had that.
I remember that too.
So, but then guess what? There was a beeper, and then there wasn't.
Right.
There was an 8-track, and then there was not.
Girl, yes.
There was a cassette, and then there was not. You know what I'm saying? There was a look. I seen the man had a motherfucking flip phone. That flip phone was I did not want to give him my flip phone, even when I had to. I had the little pink Burberry little thing that but I hated that phone. My favorite phone was the flip phone. And then the man, he showed how, remember back in the day when you had to do the leave a message, you leave the music first, and then you be like, "What's up? My name is such and such." No, you'd be like, sorry, I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave a voice message, then I'll return your call, and then you put the music back to the phone.
I remember all that.
That's how you got to do it.
I remember that. I remember everybody used to be in there. They used to have like a whole performance where they would do that damn thing.
Damn right.
I was always playing game like, you know who you reach, just leave a message.
She said, Larisha said, we didn't have internet until we had kids.
Right.
Keisha said she wasn't leaving the songs on a motherfucking voicemail. Keisha, you gotta put the thing about her, Roni. She's a sweet little girl. You can treat her right real nice if you hold her tight. Ooh.
Crack up. My cousin and my brother. My brothers and you would thought they had a whole thing.
Damn right. That's how you gotta do it.
Girl, I used to be in their bag and I'm like, y'all.
What was the song, Keisha? What was the song they had?
Girl, I cannot. Girl, they used to have all kinds of songs.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's how you had to do it.
The intro, girl, yeah. I was always just like, you know who you reached. Leave a message.
Keisha, you gotta give that whole memo at the front so they know how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Candy girl, you're all my world. Your love so sweet. Hi. You reached TLH. Sorry, I can't answer your phone call right now. Leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll return your phone call. You're all my world. You're everything, everything to me, period. See what I'm saying?
Girl,
you got to do something smooth, put LL Cool J on there. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I sit and stare at the wall.
Girl,
hold on, what's that?
Everybody saw that too. I still remember that. Girl, I used to be sitting there cracking up.
Damn right.
My cousin used to be like, yo, what's up? She used to have everybody quiet so she could do her thing.
That's how you gotta do it.
She would be on there for like 4 hours trying to get her right recording. I'm sitting here like, and she'd be like, you ready to do yours? Yeah. One try and I'm done. She's like, you're done. That's it. You can't do that.
Larisha said leave a message after the beat, period. That's how you gotta do it. But you gotta put the song, Larisha.
I was such a square.
No, look, you gotta put the song. The song matters. It's how you feeling. You say you like Albie Shore. Was Albie Shore song?
I loved Albie Shore, but I ain't put him on my damn phone.
That's what I'm saying. You had to put Albie Shore on it. Let them know.
I had Albie Shore on my walls. I didn't need them. I wasn't everybody.
Period. You got to make sure you got the right tunes. Let me see who I would put on my Let me see who would I put on my voicemail. I'm gonna put Doja Cat on my shit right now. That's how I feel. Well, y'all, it is officially 11 o'clock, and ladies' night is over. Keisha, I love you, and thank you for coming here. Kristen, Miss Avian, if you're listening, thank you for coming for ladies' night. Aaron, Larisha, who else in here? The usual suspects, just us, period. Yeah, thank y'all for being here, because ladies' night was fun. And the storm will be over. This too shall pass, Keisha. You know, your lights and everything will be back on shortly in the AC. We're going to speak it into existence because the lights is on in here. So if I'm doing it, you doing it too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it happen.
Just stop. That's the thing. It just stopped. Just right now, stop. So hopefully they can get out here. All right, I love y'all. Y'all have a good
Larisha
night.
said ready for the world. Period. That's the song she had on her answer machine.
I'm cracking up.
And period. You know you gotta have that old school shit. Now see, they need to get back to that.
That Keith Sweat on there.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, that's what they used to rock on there. I can remember something like that.
Yeah, it gotta be something where you gotta let them know, like, you know what I'm saying, you have entered into the realm of this is the smooth. This is the smooth Mike B. Period. Larisha's cracking up. All right, y'all. So we out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week on Love, Life, and Relationships, Ladies Night. And yeah, go with God. Always go with God.
All right, beautiful.
I love you, beautiful.
I love you too. Later.
Later.